Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Here for some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero DLC Pack 4 content. We pretty much talked about everything that I wanted to talk about in regards to the page stuff, such as the characters, additional game mode, customization with super attacks and outfits, and the new stages. Today, I mainly want to focus on the battle system and go over what's already been confirmed. So if we go over to the Bandai Namco Entertainment Europe, shout out to them, they went ahead and just clarified that the new battle systems, the mechanics, will be part of the free update. They said Super Limit Breaking Neo drops summer 2026, which they're just regurgitating information. That's something we've been known for the longest time now. Plus a free update introducing a new battle system. So it's cool that they clarified that, just because they didn't necessarily say within the trailer, at least, that the battle system was going to be part of the free update. So whenever this does drop, the Super Limit Breaking Neo DLC, a day before, we'll be getting the free update with the additional battle systems and of course the patch notes. I'm sure they'll be applying some buffs, nerfs, overall gameplay improvements, balances, adjustments to the game modes, characters, skills, the typical stuff within a free update, right? So what's going to be part of the free update that we know of now? Well, we have the Chain Blast. It says follow up with an ally's special move, which is nice just because they're trying to up the ante, if you will, just apply additional features that we haven't necessarily seen before. Now, we do have a similar mechanic to this already where you can follow up with a chain move. So you do a knockback, you switch over to your teammates, and then they'll do like this sledgehammer knockdown attack, right? That's the extent of that. But with this Chain Blast, after you do the knockback and switch over to your teammate, you will have the option to throw out a whole super attack move, which is nice, right? Just capitalizing on that damage. After you do all your basic bombos with the previous characters, finish it off with the knockback move, maybe even potentially a super attack, and then go with the switch and then follow up with another super attack. That's not confirmed. So far, it's only known that you have to do the knockback in order to call in your teammate, then use the super. We don't know if with the first character, if you can follow up with a super and then call in your teammate. That would be nice because it would be two supers back to back, but I don't think that's going to be the case, right? Just keeping things a bit more simple over here. So we do have gameplay footage of this, of Goten and Future Gohan doing that. Same thing goes with Frieza doing the knockdown and then switching over to Captain Ginyu using the Milky Cannon Energy Wave. Now, a second feature that they're implementing with the Super Limit Breaking Neo free update battle system is going to be the Sparking Boost, which already consumes one skill counts, right? When you charge up full power, use your ultimate move, whatever. So this, you have the option to activate the boost feature, something similar to the super attacks, ultimates, how you press R2, I believe, just enhance the ability, or whatever input your controller scheme has, right? However, it will consume 2 additional skill counts. Are they called skill counts? Stocks, whatever. And so you can see how for Gogeta has the 4 skill counts, and then he does apply the boost. You can see it's active right there, and it went down to 2. So not only that, it will consume 2 skill counts to activate the boost, but then once you do fully transform or charge up, it will take that normal 1 skill counts just to activate sparking mode, right? So 3 skill counts in total if you want to reach full power, which for Gogeta over here specifically, it does grant him plus 10 towards strength, which is, you know, the typical melee attacks, combo strings, and then a plus 20 towards Ki Blast, which is just absurd. For Gogeta already has Big Bang Kamehameha, which does max damage. Now you're applying the plus 20 points to it. Crazy. And then the third icon, which is like the 3 diagram thing, you get a plus 2 for that. I still don't know what power boost that's indicating, but I think this is going to act more of a last resort, or maybe more of a comeback feature. Let's say you're getting completely obliterated, right? You have the skill count, so you start to charge up, you activate the 2, get the full power, take that one more skill count, total of 3. And then you can do your basic combo strings if you turn the opponent around, because if you attack them from the back, they can't necessarily escape unless they do the super counter. So you do get that plus 10 melee strikes, so you're already doing additional damage with your basic strings. And then when you do the knockaway, you most likely follow up with your ultimate attack before your sparking gauge depletes, and that's a plus 20 with the ultimate. So all that put together would just completely obliterate the opponent, right? So again, I feel like this could be a great comeback mechanism. If we go over to the final image here, it does show a 53 hit combo with a 32,000 damage output. That is absurd, man. Gogeta, again, is already a powerhouse, and I'm pretty sure that was just the ultimate attack alone. He didn't follow up with any combo strings, because typically Big Bang Attack, I think, does around that many hits, because yeah, you're just getting annihilated with that energy wave. So again, going back to what I said, with your basic combo strings and that plus 10, it will be plus 40 output damage. Or I think some characters, they have enough time to use a super rush move and then go into the ultimate attack. You could even do that, right? But I know that doesn't necessarily work for every single character, and I do think for Gogeta has a rush move, but you have to do it quickly, right? As soon as you activate that sparking, use the rush and then the ultimate. Not entirely sure if this specific battle system, Sparking Zero Boost, is going to be for every single game mode, because we do have the player matches, ranked matches, the destruction points system, 1v1s, team battles, you know what I mean? And sometimes each mode has like their own unique features. Like right now, currently, in one specific mode, a lot of the characters are extremely overpowered compared to the weaker characters, right? It's a bit more anime accurate. But there's other game modes where things are a bit more balanced. I can definitely see this sparking boost being a part of every single mode, right? Which is nice. I mean, this one as well, Chain Blast, it seems extremely universal. Why wouldn't you be able to use this in all of the modes? And by the way, to activate this, you can see right besides the boost, it says RS. So it's going to be the right analog stick, which I'm sure you can change the input if you really want to. I feel like for me personally, well, yeah, RS would be a comfortable input, or maybe even LS if that's not already taken up by something else. But yeah, these are the two actual mechanics that will be implemented within the free update. Now, going over to Sparking Zero for the Switch. I know they are behind, but this is just a quick reminder. They went ahead and dropped DLCs 2, 3, and the extra Shallot DLC all at once. So they're catching up to the actual main Sparking Zero timeline, being PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Steam, because, you know, we're about to get the super limit breaking Neo stuff, and the Switch console just barely got the rest of the Season Pass 1 DLCs, right? Anyway, they went ahead and dropped their free updates. This is something I went over in the previous video. It's live. It came out on the 26th of May, and they dropped a ton of details. Pause and read, since I already went over everything. They did the general changes for the stages, single battle, and destruction points, the feature changes and adjustments for the select screen, options, game mode adjustments for episode battle, custom battle, battle system changes and adjustments, skill stock, short dash, ascent. Yeah, it's a very lengthy list. Skill changes and adjustments. I'm assuming we'll get, like I said at the start of the video, a big patch notes, something similar to this, or even all the previous Sparking Zero ones for the consoles, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, with the upcoming super limit breaking Neo. Maybe not as long or in depth as this one here, but I'm sure they will be changing some things up. So just wanted to go over the free update stuff. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys are excited for this. And again, not part of the paid content. So if you do want the additional characters, stages, customizations in the game mode, yes, you have to pay for the actual pack. But if you just care more about the competitive scene with the actual battle system, that will be part of the free stuff. Oh, and by the way, they did drop additional gameplay screenshots, stuff that we've seen before, but I guess in the HD quality. General Tao using Dodon Ray. We got Grandpa Gohan with the character intro, I'm assuming, or it could be a rush move, right? It's been confirmed that he has the option to remove the mask. It's going to be part of the accessory, just because if you go over to the Sparking Zero Europe page, we have the render shot of Grandpa Gohan without the mask, right? So cool detail there. Zangia, part of the Space Pirates Bojack Squad. We still need the rest of the characters I talked about in the customization video. Since we're getting the Bojack Gohan, we need that Bojack Trunks. And the rest of the Space Pirates crew right now. Kogu, before we can do the epic fight. And then Trunks, the Bojack preset, would have that unique super attack, how he destroyed Kogu with the one punch. Dude, come on now. It's right there. It's all within the movies, the anime. Just do whatever they did. Put it in Sparking Zero to make it even more fun. Champa using his ultimate, Sphere of Destruction, most likely. And that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys for the immense support as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.